Morning, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, David, Papa Bear, our bleeder, Adam, Bro, Wall Street, Mr. White, David, Sam, Joey. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, guys. Sajan, how was your birthday? It was pretty good. Had a very simple, time. Just, you know, had some cake, some dessert. Went out to eat. That's it. Pretty good. Nothing too crazy. All right. So see the SPY has major support here at 426.28. Resistance was at 427.13. We rejected off of that. The NASDAQ is showing a lot of weakness at the moment as well. The IWM has resistance at 179.44. Everything is trading below the VWAP. It's very risky, in my opinion, to try to go long here. We're seeing some weakness. Yeah. Let's see if we get closer to 426. If we get a break below 426.28 and then hold some support there. So far, it's just falling lower. Apple is dropping. Tesla is dropping. GameStop is green. Got GameStop earnings today after hours. No, tomorrow after hours. Sorry. All right. Crypto's obviously taking a huge hit as well. Coinbase and Binance. Mero, right? Coin is down 20%. Let's just wait and see what happens here. Deval Patel. Oh, not YouTube. Oh no, should be working on YouTube as well. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everybody. YouTube is working. YouTube is indeed working here. NASDAQ is at close to 353 support. Calls aren't moving well at all. I'm in light SPY puts. Light as heck. Very tight. 426.30 as a stop loss. Let's see if we get some more downside room. Very, very light. This is generally not what I do. This is generally not what I do, but the calls are losing value very slowly, which is just bullish. So we just had this move to the downside. Let's see if we have a continued flush down. Had to go short here, only because we had this big. They were trying to paint a very bullish move here, and then they reversed it right back down. So that's the only reason why I went short. But otherwise, it's not what I usually do because we're at a level of support already. So it becomes a bit more difficult to short into weakness. That's why I'm very light, and that's why it's very basically risky. Also, the calls were losing value very slowly. Now is generally like a much safer time to buy because you're closer to a level of resistance. And then you just have a tight stop loss right above 426.40. This needs to fall below 426.20. I have a 0.8 stop loss. .8 as a stop loss. Close to VWAP. No reason to marry this trade. I don't want to get married to this position here, especially after an average down. So let's see if we can start showing some weakness. The IWM was the main reason why this whole move to the upside started. Some big green candles above 179.40. It's holding 426.20, needs to break lower. But yeah, let's see. Nothing too crazy. IWM is holding 180. That's support. VWAP touched on the SPY. Got a lot of people bullish on this candle. Let's see if this reverses. See if this reverses down. Regardless what it is, just make sure it's small. I'm still holding. I have a stop loss from 0.78. If it falls, all right, I'm out. The IWM kept us up. But yeah, that's why you never short into weakness. But all good. You have to take it regardless. It's a decent trade. Not every trade works. I'm in light puts again. Risky trade again, but we reversed. We're already showing weakness. We should have shorted up here. It would have been less risky, but let's see. I'm gonna have a tight stop at 0.74. But maybe this could be the point where we break lower into a low of day. Regardless, this is also a bit risky here. But we showed a lot of strength and we reversed. The IWM is holding above 180. That's the only issue. These past few days have been yesterday was pretty risky as well. The price action is not easy. We're still holding support. A lot of buyers. All right, I'm out. This is a lot of buyers. Let's just wait. Every time we've had a pretty bearish move so far, buyers stepped in. IWM just made another high day. IWM is the only reason why the market is skyrocketing or holding up, as it shows weakness. So we have resistance at 180.84 on the IWM, and just makes sense to continue shorting, to be honest. All of this is very, very weak. See if once the IWM gets to, the IWM is making new highs. The SPY is still holding down here. So as the IWM gets to 180.84, let's see if we show some resistance, or if, okay, now the IWM is at 180.84. What happens now with the SPY? The NASDAQ closed above VWAP as well, so did the SPY. The IWM is at resistance. Puts aren't losing value that much. SPY is at high of day. The IWM is creeping along up, setting up. This is the IWM is setting up for an explosive move to the upside to 181.34. But again, this is just such a good short. This is a really good short opportunity once again. Oh my gosh. The 50 SMA on the SPY is at 426.70. The IWM is starting to show weakness, reversing down. The NASDAQ is testing the 50 SMA as well. New high of day on the SPY. The IWM is holding support at 180. These are not bullish setups. NASDAQ big red candle. SPY big red candle. Like 426 426.87 is a major level of resistance on the SPY. So is the 200 SMA, trading right at 426.80. I'm in light puts. 0.6 stop. Market's going to make a decision whether they're going to buy this drop down or if it's going to continue falling. But once again, it's would take a lot of buyers to buy this up. Generally, it doesn't happen. We usually get another move down. But regardless, have a tight stop loss at 0.6. And then if we get a retest at high of day again, most likely going to short. But this is so far there's been a lot of buyers. I just it's tough to see them continue to hold it up. The longer it takes to drop, the worse it is. It means that there's still a lot of buyers and they're not letting it drop. Now, let's see if they reward late bears for entering down here. After the move is basically, let's see if the move is done. They reward late bears. It needs to remain below 426.65 for it to continue falling lower. As we retest the resistance, that was a perfect opportunity to get into puts on this pop upwards. As we retested the 50 SMA and everything, but the fact that they held that up, that's not good. Make sure this is a small position. Make sure this is a very small position. This is not good that they held it up like this. Because generally that's a very, very bearish setup. But they held support, so just make sure. Once again, now is like, as we retest on these wicks upward, that's when you want to try to enter. Because it's levels of resistance. You don't want to try to enter after weakness already. This should have already fallen, but the fact that it hasn't fallen is very bullish. So just a trade is a trade. We have to take it, but it would take an enormous amount of buying pressure. We're seeing that continue so far this morning. The IWM holding support, but it's failing at 180.84. The NASDAQ is similar to the SPY setup, showing some weakness now. Big red candle out of the NASDAQ, but it's holding support. Could be a bear trap. So far things are setting up to be bear trap, unfortunately. But we have to take the trade regardless. See, this could be a very nasty bear trap. They're showing some weakness, showing a red candle breakdown, but this could be a perfect opportunity. Once again, they've done this before earlier today where they would just rip it up. So now, oh my god, wow, it's a red candle showing some weakness. You don't want to be entering here. We entered up here, we're good, but we need to see if they just let it fall now. And so far, they're not letting it fall. That's the issue. That's why I'm calling it a bear trap, because they should be dropping it. They're making it look very bearish. And this could be a very going long here is very, very like risky. It doesn't make sense to go long. But I'm gonna sell some of my position. If we get a breakdown lower, that's great. But we're at VWAP, we're holding. This is like a perfect opportunity for them to rip it up. Yeah, they're playing around. This is like, it wasn't even a good long opportunity. They just wanted to have a bear trap to get people to go short. These are technically not, like, this is not a playing around. This is another like good opportunity to short as we got closer to high of day. So you would rather be taking trades at levels of resistance instead of in bear traps into levels of weakness. So they're deliberately just making it a bit more time consuming for the moves to happen. But buyers are holding this up. Pragmatically, buyers are holding this up. So far we know that they have not rewarded late bears. The NASDAQ is showing. The IWM is showing weakness here. 180.84. Once again, this could be another bear trap. So the issue for today is that a lot of these long opportunities are not good technical long opportunities. They're much better technical shorting opportunities. The IWM just broke above 180.84. IWM new high of day. Perfect opportunity for them to rip it down now. Perfect opportunity for them to rip it down. If they're gonna play it that way, to be honest. But yeah, let's see. But yeah, once again, you can see that it's much easier to go short as we're showing strength. Instead of being a late bear, instead of buying short into these weak candles, it's much easier to go short for multiple scalps. Quick 5-10% moves as you're just waiting, and as you're just waiting at resistance, and it reverses down. You could basically just, you have buying power, you can just take these trades constantly. So they ripped it down. Like I said, it would be a perfect opportunity for them to rip it down, but they ripped it right back up. So see, we should be falling lower. They painted a very, very good bull trap, but they're chopping it around here. Let's see. The reason why I said that is because so far what we've seen is that they're not rewarding people that are late. They're not rewarding late bulls with all of these wicks to the upside, nor have they rewarded late bears. So they're rewarding people that are going short at resistance and going long at support. The IWM is creeping into another high of day as well. Close to 180, 134. The NASDAQ is failing to break above the VWAP and 354 resistance. IWM is showing crazy strength. It's up 1%. Yeah. IWM's at 180, 134 now. Mm-hmm. What? Mm-hmm. This should be falling. To everyone who averaged down as it wicked up, that's what you should have done. That's what you were supposed to do. So once again, as like a new trade, if you weren't even in this trade, so the IWM is making another high day. The contracts are lower compared to where they were a few minutes ago, around the same price. NASDAQ support. They're holding this up. This should have already fallen much lower. Needs to remain below 426.80. Hmm. This is very obscene strength. This is where I averaged in, basically. We're back. We should have already broken lower. This is crazy. Yeah. That did not work. Wow. A lot of buying pressure. 426s that we were holding are 30 cents now. 50% of value. I'm gonna enter short again. 427 puts. This is also obviously risky, but the IWM is at major resistance 120, 180, 182.50. The NASDAQ is also at the 200 SMA resistance. Puts are moving really, really, really quick. Why are puts moving so quick? I have no idea. Well, I know why, but I wish they weren't. That one candle's 20%. Well, I mean, it wasn't one candle we entered up here. Yeah, look at the IWM's chart. It's just a staircase up. So the fact that we have not even retested 427 yet, this needs to retest 427 very quick. The fact that we haven't retested 427 is very, 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 very bullish. This needs to remain below 427.40. At this point, now, I don't want to. All right, it's up. Oh, let's see if we can be a little greedy here. All right, I'm gonna sell some. Wait, fudge. God damn. Ugh. I wanted to be as greedy as possible. I didn't want to sell until we hit like 30%. I didn't want to take profits until we hit, well, like some profits until we hit 30%, but I want to make up for the losses. But damn. Oh well. But yeah, that's what trading is. You just have to keep on taking just have to keep on taking trades. Not every trade is gonna work, but it is what it is. You just have to keep on taking them. Good, tight, high quality trades, and then eventually trades like this are going to come around and they're going to be good. End up making 35-40%. But regardless, yeah, whatever. As this trade is moving, whatnot, right? The main thing is you don't want to enter alongside, especially right now in this market environment. The easiest thing you do is you enter puts on levels of resistance, or you go long at levels of support. They're not rewarding people who are late to the party. Yeah, sorry, I wasn't looking at the chat at all. So yeah, today I just wasn't not paying attention to the chat at all. Sorry about that. Very apology for the not chat reading. So if you didn't enter short, right? If you didn't enter short and you're like new to the trade, whatever, you're just looking at the chart now. The best place to try to start entering is right here because that's resistance. And then of course we entered really, really well with like a high of day. We entered decently up here. I'll be right back. I'm gonna read through the chat. Hope you guys didn't lose hope you guys didn't lose like a crazy amount of money. Yeah, sorry about that for everybody. Yeah, I'll be right back. Alrighty. I'm back. Alright, let's read the chats. Okay. This is another really a good short opportunity again. All right. LOL. Yeah, no, sorry, I was gone. Mentor me, brother. Yeah, just send me a DM on Instagram or on Discord, and I will do that. Saman Sheikh, what are you watching? I was watching the chart fly up as as we were bearish. Travis Purnell, market seems weak. If it had strength, it would have went up. Yeah, I think you sent it down here. But yeah, that strength was not sustainable. That's why I just kept on shorting, and we ended up shorting it down. Just unfortunate. None of these little smaller shorts worked out, unfortunately. All right, IWM trying to hold yesterday's high as a support. New high day on the IWM. 183 is major resistance of the IWM. NASDAQ is holding 354.80. The SPY just wicked above into a new high day. Target for reversal 427.76. The Profit Patrol, Ise Marco, y a su barco le llamo Libertad. Ise Marco, and he left. Ise Marco, and he left. Y a su barco le llamo barco. Y a su barco le llamo Libertad. Le llamo Libertad means called it Le Llamo Libertad. He called it Libertad. So liberty. What is that? What is this? He said, what the heck? Right. Let's check out the Google Spanish to English. And he left. And he called his ship Libertad. Liberty. Oh, okay. All right, I get it. I get it. It's because I left. Does overextension with the Bollinger Bands also work on lower time frames? No. Not well at all, no. YC puts on my back for whatever you want to comments out of the order. Spades, like cut the handle breakout. Trey, I did 2 steps. Yeah, I'm gonna respond to you. Sorry about that, Trey. Tom, the market is too springy to the upside. I don't really know how else to explain it aside from whenever there's some sort of a bearish move, it just like springs back up. So far. So as a bear, what you want is you want to feel the market is like overbearing to like the price action and like the candles. So it's like pushing it. It's just overbearing. It's like too much pressure for it to continue moving up. So it like feels heavy. That's what you want to look for. Jose, thank you for the roses. Do I have to pay for courses or books? No. Why do I have to pay for course? You don't have to. No, just send me a DM on Instagram or on Discord, and I'll send you free courses and books. Mo NYC, thank you for the 2 roses. Should be $40 up for the day. Nice. Bull flag on the 1 hour. Nah, it doesn't. This doesn't feel bull flaggy. daily and the weekly is bullish. Why is he bearish? Because we're very we're too bullish is the thing. But intraday we can continue moving up, but yeah. Ooh, it's starting to look good. Flood. Enter. Flood. Hmm. Just waiting. Be patient. No point of being greedy. So the pressure is starting to build to the downside. You go. Should we buy? Wait, Mo. Should we buy the 427 puts for today? 426 on the SPY is major support. So we need to see below 426, then 424 is major support. So far, things are holding. The IWM is very, very strong. So just blindly buying into puts and holding it through the day it's not safe. So if you want to swing something like that, you need to get it for at least 2 weeks out to be safe. It's not worth trying to short term. It's not worth trying to buy puts short term while the market is showing strength like this and like holding it, unless it's a scalp. Hope that answers your question. I wouldn't do it. You go 5K a day, keeps the 9 to 5 away. Nice. Good stuff. Good stuff. Robbie made 60% on calls today. Good stuff. Airbnb calls. Nice. Easy money. Thank you for the follow, guys. Happy birthday. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I had a good birthday. Traded perfectly yesterday for the birthday. Puts are losing value very, very quick. Very, very quick. I'm buying light puts. Literally, very, very risky trade. I'm just buying light puts. Very, very light. This is gonna be on my last trade. Puts are losing value way too quick. This is not really normal, but I'm gonna have a very tight stop loss. I basically want this to remain below 427.70 around high of day. Let's see what happens. Very light, very risky. Momentum is still bullish, but just the premiums are moving very, very weird right now. So it's setting up for like a interesting move. Make sure this is a very, very light position. Because the puts are losing value very, very quickly. So any move to the upside is going to lose value very, very quickly. Make sure this is a very small position. This just doesn't happen often. So I was very intrigued by why this is going on. Oof. Wow. Oh man. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Lots of things are happening today that don't ever normally happen. This is pretty awesome to see, to be honest. I like this way better. Starting to like this way better. New high of day on the IWM. NASDAQ. New high of day. This is about to be a pretty. This should normally be a juicy short. See if we bounce back. Show some green. Alright, I'm in light puts again. With a high day stop. This should be a bit better. Once again, puts are still losing value very quick. But Have to take it. Mm-hmm. 428 is holding a support. IWM is continuing to make highs. The NASDAQ is holding support. Oh, goodness. They're going to end up just trying to make another high and then make people very bullish. Then drop it from there, similar to what happened back here. That's basically what they're setting this up for. This is really, they're like destroying put premiums in a way that I have not seen quite some time. Like it. I like it a lot. This was almost the exact same setup as we saw earlier in the day, and they just kept they ripped it up for one more move up, but yeah, I have to be taking these, to be honest, because this strength is not sustainable. The upside. So again, you know, it would average in as it made this wick, showed the weakness, and then momentum should carry to the downside. The puts are losing, bro. This is, I loved it. Like, this is really interesting to see because this generally does not happen. Hmm. Always, whenever there's a really big discrepancy in the premiums, like, and how they pay out, they tried to basically just make a move in the opposite direction. So the puts were losing value a lot. So they made a very bullish move, and they made it look very bullish. So people would continue buying into puts. So people would continue buying into calls. They didn't want to pay out. And they, basically what they were trying to do was make it the opposite of what was actually happening, just to play around with the premium. You need this to remain below 428.30. I haven't taken profit on the average down either. I'm taking some profit. Needs this to remain below 428. 428.10. I was trying to be as greedy as possible and not take profit. I just wanted to see a big move to the downside, but let's see if we continue. Late bears. Let's see if they reward late bears here. No, I don't send anyone DMs on Instagram. It's a scammer. Those are scammers. Make sure it's the right person that is messaging you. Mm. 500 IWM is up 2.3%. $428.10. Market needs to make a decision here. Google to the moon today. Good day trade. You trade SMC or ITC? No, I don't know what that is. What platform do you recommend for option trading? I use TD Ameritrade. Fees are crazy. It depends on what country you're in. The fees shouldn't be that crazy for options trading. And you could always contact support of the brokerage that you're using and tell them that you want a lower fee. So try to ask for a fee maybe 20% lower than what you're paying, and then they'll generally do it. Yeah, I'm about to sell the rest, call it a day. Yeah. Ooh. Oh. they should be dropping it here, but the market just keeps on rising. So with that being said, gonna call it a day. Today was it was really interesting, to be honest. It was pretty fun, to be honest. There was a lot that happened that generally does not happen, and it was pretty cool, to be honest, to see how things played out and the way that the market was moving today. The IWM was the leader, still is the leader. It's up 2.5%. Uh, the NASDAQ, the SPY, not doing too well, but just the strength in the IWM is keeping the SPY up. So it was awesome stuff, to be honest. This is another short. This setup here, the IWM making a new high of day, the NASDAQ showing weakness like this, and the SPY showing weakness. Setups like this just capitulate. They usually just fall dramatically to the downside. Like, I can't, like, setups like this, they end up just dying. Like, this is when you would make a new low of day and everything, but they're holding this up. Hmm. Yeah, anyway. Damn, this is so sexy short, to be honest. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm. Such a great short. Oh my god. 10%. 13. Mm-mm-mm. this should be falling lower. If it breaks back above 428.05, I'm out, calling it a day. Because I mean, I don't want to wait for chop. This should be dropping lower. If it doesn't drop lower, then the buyers are just holding this up. $428.05 is the level that basically it needs to remain below for the pressure to maintain itself to the downside. To find out about what BlackRock is doing, usually they have news articles. They report publicly. It becomes like pretty mainstream news sometimes when they're entering into a position. Especially if you have the stock on a watch list, it shows up on the news of that stock specifically. And then you just have to look for it. And then there's also 13F and 13G filings of the companies and stuff. So but I don't support them in any way. It's not as if like, you know, I support them at all. But needs to fall lower. Mm. 428.05 held as resistance, but they're just holding this level of support with dear life. The longer this is taking to drop, the worse it is. Always, always have to take this freaking setup. Always have to take this setup. Regardless of whatever the hell is happening. New highs on the IWM. The SPY and the NASDAQ were showing weakness. Easy. I'm out of the rest 15%, and I'm calling it a day. This can continue falling lower as long as this remains below 428, but I'm gonna call it a day. This is a really very, very crazy bearish day. This move to the downside should have happened. Generally, this move to the downside should have happened within 2 minutes. This was that first candle that I was saying whatever the move should have happened, and then we should have already been down here. We should have been at 427.50 very, very easily already, but the buyers keep stepping in on levels of support. They're not letting it drop. But yeah, you could still be in the trade. 428 needs to hold as resistance, and yeah, you know. But I'm out. I'm gonna call it a day. And crazy day. Have a good one. Love you guys. See you guys tomorrow. Take care. Love you guys. Have an amazing rest of your day. Yeah, crazy stuff. All right. If there's any questions that you guys have for me, please just DM me on Instagram or on Discord. Please just DM me on Instagram. If you guys have any questions, please, because I can't really read the chat right now. All right. But yeah, man. Love you guys. Thank you, Golden Planet. Thank you, the Real Cookies, Trey. Treat Hamid is promising me a 5% day tomorrow. All right. All right, cool. Love you.